Hello guys, today we're doing some more whittling with the same big stick because it refuses to do anything at all. It's very tough, so yeah. So funny thing happening. I do wrestling I do some sports as a kind of a side hobby pretty much. And, uh, what what it's like is the sport I'm currently doing as wrestling is a winter sport, and so state is tomorrow actually, which is why I'm posting on a Friday instead of a Saturday. So because we got school off today, because most of the state got school off today because of snowy stuff. Wintry mix, yada yada, black ice, things along those lines. And so I won't I didn't think I'd be here tomorrow in time to post my weekly video because it's the state championship tomorrow. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, I'm going to be posting late because state championship for Quiz Bowl is on the 25th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. So that's nice. And for those of you who don't know what Quiz Bowl is literally just trivia. The Quiz Bowl Club is just trivia club. That's literally exactly what it is. So this one's tough. Wait, what happens if I try to poke under it? Try to slide it under. Ooh, that actually worked pretty well. So something I want to talk about today is the death penalty. So the way it works in the U.S., which is where I live, is a little weird. It's all dependent on the judge. Say it's usually only given to mass murderers and to serial killers and the like. People who've committed not one but multiple murders. And so that's what the death penalty is usually used for. But there's only 4 countries who ban it completely. It's Equatorial Guinea, Kazakhstan, Papua New Guinea, and I think one more. And a good bit of some others, mostly the smaller countries, have rules have it that it's only used in the most extreme situations like mass murder and terrorism, etc. So yeah, and so some people argue that it's good because it means they can't escape and do any more crimes or do any more crimes after parole, and so it's because parole basically means if you get a really long jail sentence for something, like the maximum punishment for murder is 40 years, I believe. Say you're in jail you're jailed for life or for 40 years, things like that, because there are life punishments. So say you're jailed for 40 years or for life, parole would mean you would get out after most of those years, like 25 out of 40 or something like that. That's what parole means, and then you would have restrictions on you to make sure you wouldn't commit any more crimes. You get a parole officer, etc. And then we got things so the death penalty. It would prevent people from doing bad things even after parole because you can't. But some people argue that it's not good because you can't unkill somebody. You can't unkill somebody. If you put them into jail, you can give them the chance to recover, to find out for themselves and for their mental health that, I don't know, maybe murder isn't isn't a good thing, which it isn't. But you can't unkill somebody. If you kill them, they're gone. But but then the critics of those people say, but like if they're really bad, then go ahead and do it so they can't commit any more crimes. Like, and it's just an eternal rabbit hole of who's right and who's wrong, and you can't truly know who's right and who's wrong because there's just there's some moral rabbit holes that are like this. So that's the thing. Gosh, I really wish my Twitch would work. When I post this video, the Discord should be in the description. And by the way, the first person to comment they're subscribed and prove to me that they're subscribed, like by sending a screenshot, will get their comment pinned. So just make sure to go do that. But yeah, I want to know the types. I want to know. I don't know how to see the kind of things people are I don't know how to see who's subscribed to me, like the age range, the gender of the majority of the people watching, things like that. And I don't know anything like that. I don't even know if I have subscribers at this point in time, which I probably don't, since I'm such a small creator at this moment. So, yeah. Eventually, I'm going to get this done. Eventually, I'm going to get all this bark off, but it's going to take a long time. By the way, for some of these early videos, like the tour of my garage, I'm probably going to repeat the video so people can see them. Because once I get big, a lot of people won't go back to see my old videos. And so I'm going to repost them as new videos so everyone sees them. And it's a big brain move. And see, this is like a lot of YouTubers when they leave series, they don't ever come back to them, even when their viewers beg for them to bring them back. Let's do an example. Sunday, right? He's a great YouTuber. His recent videos are kind of decreasing in quality, but he's still good. And so what would happen would be, like, what I want him to do is bring back some of the old series, like, for example, he could bring back not Infinite Craft, I forgot what it was called, but it was the one where the infinite power stuff, the one where he had the superhero armor, that series. Wanted to bring that series back. Or he could bring back some of his really old Minecraft series from when he was just starting out, like if you go to his channel, select oldest, there's some Minecraft series that he did that I want him to bring back, and I also want him to start playing Bed Wars again, with his friends, because Bed Wars is great. And also you should start playing Goose Goose Duck, because I started playing Goose Goose Duck recently, and it's actually really good. And for those of you who don't know, the mode he plays in his videos is called Draft, which everyone gets a random number, and then they get to choose one of those 3 roles selected for them to choose from when it comes to their number. And so the closer your number was to 1, the better. 1 is the best number because you have more of the good options, because all the good options, like the duck rolls, which means the imposter rolls, and all the good goose rolls and the neutral rolls. They have great neutral rolls in that game. All of the good rolls will be taken by the time it gets to you if you have a bad number. And so, yeah. By the way, if you ever see me on Goose Goose Duck, my name is going to be Twinzors with some numbers after, like maybe 18 plus or 14 plus, just in case. But if you ever see me on there, make sure to tell me in front of everyone about how great my YouTube channel is, and how you should go subscribe. They should go subscribe to me right now. And so, yeah. But also, please comment on my videos, because I really want to get people so I can get money, so I can get some extra money from this, get better equipment, more money, get better equipment, until I have like the best computer ever and a great setup, because that's my end goal here. I'm just making some money, entertaining some folks. You know how it is. Yeah. So if it isn't clear to you already, I am in fact a very southern U.S. I am because, that's just, in the state I'm in right now, I'm not going to tell you my state just because of data pirates and such. But I'm in the southeast-ish, and so, yeah. So yeah. Also on Discord, my username and my display name are going to be Twinzors. Unless you meet me on a specific server, then it might be. Then it's probably gonna be Jellybean. It's gonna be Twinzors or Jellybean. Make sure to check my username. It's gonna be Twinzors. So just gonna make sure y'all know that. Also, I'm gonna put my Discord in the comments if you want to. I'm gonna update it later once people actually join, but I think it's okay for now. Gosh dang, this is tough. I can't even see how long I've been recording for. Yeah. But some general knife safety tips. Keep the knife away from yourself. Always shave away from yourself. Don't shave towards yourself like that, because then you're probably going to hit a knob and hit yourself and cut yourself open, which you don't want to do. And so you got to hold it like that and push away, no matter what kind of knife you have. This knife is really weird, but it's, yeah. This thing also has a saw, but I don't predict that I'll use that for anything other than cutting off knobs like this, because these things are so annoying to deal with. Yeah, but so there's some people in my background, my siblings and my parents and such, my family. They're all great. More about them in later videos. But also, wait until I get big to spoil my face reveal lore in my first video ever, because I really want to have that face reveal lore so I go viral for it. And so if you find that first video, then don't do anything with it. Don't tell anyone until a year from now. And because I want myself to go viral for the face reveal lore once I get big. Because once I get big, more people are going to watch me. Even more people, and some people are going to be subscribed to me. And then I'm going to get the face reveal lore, which means people will make videos about my face reveal lore. Then they're going to come to my channel. And when they come to my channel, I'm going to get even more attention, which means even more money and even better videos for y'all. And because eventually I'm going to find how to edit. I'm going to find out how to edit, because that's not really a thing that I do. I literally just record these videos straight from my phone hanging in a cabinet. So, although this is actually better than my first setup, because my setup right now is I have my phone hanging from I have it on the edge of the cabinet, kind of like this, but phone. And then I have a small box sitting right here, holding it there, and the camera's facing downward to my little workstation. And that's what I have right now. But what I used to have is the cabinets up there. I had them closed, had some bungee cords attached to them, and had my phone wrapped. I had wrapped it 2 times around my phone, then put the other end back up on the cabinet, on the little knob on the cabinet door, and so it would continually fall down during videos, which is why my first few videos before this are so low quality, and why I have that part 1 and part 2 video thing, because my phone fell while I was recording, and it cut off the video. And when it cut off the video, I had to continue recording since I wasn't done recording yet for the day, and I don't know how to edit, so I can't put them back together. And so that's why those 2 are separate videos. There we go. come on, finish that little area up. Shave a bit more. Because it's like, the area I need to finish is like from here all the way, this area is going to be pretty hard. So from here to here, and then here to here is the main, and then here to here is the main part. So, yeah. I'm going to focus on this part right now. By the way, I don't know if any of y'all have heard of Fourth Wing. It's a relatively small book series right now, but it's really, really good. It's also if you're under 15, I would recommend not reading it because it's the equivalent. It's the maturity equivalent of an M-rated movie or a PG-13 rated movie. So I'd recommend not watching it until you're older, or reading it because it's a book series. Right now there's 2 books, but it's gonna be a trilogy. The second book's coming out this year, or the third book, and so that's good. Oh, that was a good bit. So yeah. So book 1 is called Fourth Wing. The reason it's called Fourth Wing is explained later in the book. Is explained in the book, of course. And then we have the next one is called Iron Flame, which if you go to honwix.com, they offer it as a free ebook. So I think they also have it as a PDF, but you have to make an account for that, and I'm too lazy, and I don't feel like giving them my email. Because I'm only using the website for the one book. So, oh gosh, my allergies are pinging up like it's March, which it really isn't March right now. So if you don't know my recording schedule is about, I try to record and post around, and have it posted around 2:30 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you who don't know where that is, it's GMT -5. So it's good. So yeah. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about in my videos, feel free to say it in the comments. And please just say anything in the comments because I need to know that you guys exist. I need to know that I have viewers. Because viewers are good, viewers equals money, you know how it goes. Ow. My allergy is pinging up like it's March. It's not March. In March, I might not be able to record because I'm literally sneezing all over the place. It's terrible. My mom thinks I have a cold, of course, but that's what she says every time. And then it turns out to be my allergies, and I take allergy medicine. This isn't cold medicine, and then I become fine. And then she's like, "Well, of course it's allergies," and yeah. By the way, I'm very sure I have ADHD, and except my sister especially, but my parents don't really think that's the root cause of why my grades are going downhill lately, but no, it's because I can't focus in class and I forget things easily, which is part of ADHD. It's some of the symptoms. So yeah. Yeah, I need to go. I'll be back in a minute. Just I need to find something in here that can use as a tissue. So by the way, if y'all try to guess my age in the chat, and if y'all try to guess my age in the comments, and I'll pin the winner, and I'll pin whoever gets it first. Shavity, shave, 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 shave. Yeah, by the way, so Christmas music and just Christmas stuff in general. So in terms of holiday things, in stores. So Halloween starts in August in the stores. Christmas starts right after Halloween, and Thanksgiving has a few bits here and there. It usually starts right before Usually starts like 2 or 3 weeks before Halloween. Okay, that could feel really nice to do. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Come on, there we go. I'm cooking right now. By the way, you know who y'all should totally watch? Cameron18. He's a great shorts tuber. Posts some long form videos too. Streams on Twitch occasionally, and which he tells you when at the end of his daily shorts. And he's a great guy. He's funny. He's got some good stuff, and got some great Minecraft tips. Because Minecraft is still one of the top games in the world. It's Call of Duty's up there, Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox. Those are the big three. Those are up there. World of Warcraft is up there surprisingly because it was one of the top games in the world when it came out back around 2002, 2004, I believe. And it's been pretty good among those who are teens in that time period. So yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let me cook. There we go. Come on. I'm cooking. Let me cook. You want to see another great Minecraft YouTuber? His name's Crave. And his Minecraft skin, which he doesn't do face reveals, and neither does Caman, but Crave's avatar in Minecraft, his skin. Crave's skin is just a little red blob with a white crown on the top. It's very noticeable. And he's great. He's funny. He makes some great tips videos, which you should totally listen to. And he also has great sound effects, and I think he posts videos weekly, or something like that. Gosh, ow, my wrist. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and talk while I mess around a bit here in the garage. So yeah. More great book series. Keeper of the Lost Cities is good. The Nevermore series is good. But if you haven't noticed the things about the books I'm talking about, my favorite genre of books is like fantasy, and sometimes I do sci-fi, but fantasy is generally what I like to read, and so. The longest novel I've ever read, not the longest book. The longest book ever, it's special, but I don't know what it is. But the longest novel, the longest fiction novel I've ever read was Keeper of the Lost Cities book. It's around book 6. And it was something like 950 pages. And the plot was actually really slow. It's just kind of infuriating, but it was good that they did it that way because it was good for the overall plot. And with all those pages, they still left us on a cliffhanger again. The author of that, I forgot what their first name is, but the last name is Messenger, for the author of Keeper of the Lost Cities. So their last name is Messenger, and they left us on a cliffhanger for literally every single book since book 3, and there's So we got book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5, book 6, book 7, book 8, book 8.5, book 9, book 9.5. When I saw 9.5, I didn't see there was 9.5, and it said that on the back, because I don't know why, but and I didn't want a 9.5, I wanted a 10, because at the end of book 9, because book 9.5 takes place in the middle of 9, but it's from a character's perspective who's missing for most of that book. So it's explaining what he's doing the whole time. And it's interesting since he's a very dynamic character, one of the main characters, but not the main character, and he almost never gets perspective time to himself. So that's pretty good. So, and he's a great guy. And so, yeah, so, but totally, I'm doing great. I really wish my Twitch would work, but YouTube is better. YouTube is okay, because more people watch YouTube, and while Twitch pays better, YouTube pays decently. But that's why I need you guys to watch me. What you should do is, before you go to sleep, you mute whatever device you're playing the videos on, plug that device on the charger, unless it's a PC, of course, and then put one of my videos on loop, because when you put it on loop, the ads will also go on loop, and when the ads go on loop, then I'll get more, then the ads will play in the loop, and once the ads play in the loop, I'll get more money, because I only get money from ads. And I chose a terrible time to start YouTubing, because in December, every single company is spewing their guts out, trying to trying to put out Christmas ads for their product. Like Crystal made a really cheesy ad and every company is making ads. And then in January they have to take a bunch of their ads off, and to save money, because they spewed their guts out back in December. And so they need more time to get more money. And so they have to pull back some of their longer running ads. And so when they pull back those ads, we don't get as much ad revenue from YouTube. And so, yeah. But also, it's kind of eerie. You want to know something that's kind of eerie and that still makes sense? My Google, I don't know why, but it seems my Google history has been leaked, is communicating with my YouTube Shorts playlist, communicating with my YouTube Shorts feed, because I never searched up anything in Shorts on YouTube at all about chess, but I searched some things up on Google, and then suddenly I'm getting a bunch of chess-oriented things, because chess is one of my hobbies. It's like chess, D&D, whittling like this, and some other things. And so what happens is, wait, I already forgot what I was talking about. Crap. But yeah. But no, it's great. I like this. This is a good thing. It's gonna earn me a lot of money. But I also need to get 1,000 subscribers before I actually earn any money. So the minute you see this video or any of my shorts or any of my other videos, subscribe instantly so I can start making money and get better stuff. Cause it's like a few cents per ad, and so it's a few cents per ad, and also YouTube has found a way to get around ad blockers, because instead of putting ad breaks in the video, they're putting the ads in the video itself, so the ad breaks can't find those, so the ad destroyers can't find those breaks and put barriers around them, so you don't do ads. It can't do that anymore. And so that's more money for YouTube, because people have to pay YouTube a lot of money to put those ads on YouTube. So, yeah. Also, next I'm going to talk about a rather controversial topic. What do you all think about the TikTok ban? Because I don't know about you, but I grew up sheltered, so I didn't have TikTok, and I still don't have TikTok. I've never gone on to TikTok ever, never downloaded it ever, and so unlike a lot of people, these days, mostly the younger generation. The younger generation is destroyed. Attention span's been destroyed by TikTok. But like, I'm not infected with brain rot or the Gen Z version, and so I have a much better mental state than most people. Although I do have ADHD, but that's completely unrelated. So I'm glad the TikTok ban is going through because, like I said, the younger generation and some of the like Gen Alpha and actually Gen Z too is their attention spans are getting lower by the minute because of TikTok. They can't look at anything they can't look at most of these kids can't even look at anything that doesn't have Subway Surfers playing behind it while still being able to pay attention to it. Like it's just very bad for mental health of pretty much anyone in the younger generations at all. And so I'm glad the TikTok ban is going through in about 2 or 3 weeks. And so because then people will stop being able to watch TikTok. Some people switch to YouTube Shorts, but most will stop doing these things altogether, and they're gonna find something else to do with their lives. Their attention spans are gonna start recovering, and the average American is gonna get smarter because they're focusing on doing other things, and so that's good. That's good. I'm glad the TikTok ban is going through. And it's the same for other social media. I have social media like Discord and Reddit, but like I said, I'm actually rather unique among the people that I'm with, that I communicate with. I'm rather unique among my peers. That I'm not addicted to my social media. I don't post on my social media for things other than my direct hobbies like Dungeons and Dragons and such, and so like. I don't do Instagram. I don't have it. I don't have Facebook, don't have Instagram, don't have Snapchat, don't have any of that stuff. I have Reddit, but I only use it when I need to ask a question or like talk about a book that I like. And so I'm not like raging on there every time a teacher is remotely mean to me, which happens a lot, but that's a thing for another time. So yeah. And also, I'm glad that I go to a private school. I know a lot of people think that private schools are snobby and rich, and to be honest, we are kind of rich because a lot of private schools have like tuitions of like $16 a child, which is crazy. It's almost college level tuitions, but I'm glad I go to private school because they actually enforce the rules. The teachers actually care about their students. And we have good funding, at least at my school. And then the teachers can enforce the rules, and so like fights don't break out in the hallways. Punishments actually are effective. People actually care about doing their work and going to school altogether, and just better for people in general. Like, I get some people don't have the choice, but the government should put more money into the Department of Education. So, and not like just the national government, the state governments and the county governments and the city governments even should start putting more money into their education systems because there are so many schools in the country that have such bad reputations because they're chronically underfunded. Like, that's the problem. You don't give them enough funds, and then you get mad at them when they're not meeting your requirements to be a good school and to do all these things because you're not giving them enough funding. So that's just really annoying. Also, what did the older generations do? Because almost nobody in these younger generations even wants to go to school anymore. They're making us hate learning things. They're making some of us hate learning things to a degree. Not me, of course, but there are people. And so, like how do you mess up? How does a generation mess up this badly? They pass on to their children that learning is bad. Don't do that. Like, how does that even work? Like, how much degeneration be for that to happen? Also, speaking of recent news, I am sad to say that Jimmy Carter has indeed passed away. In the rest in peace, Jimmy Carter. He was a president from the Cold War times before Ronald Reagan and his whole thing, and his presidency was average, but after Ronald Reagan took over and all the rest of the presidents after that, he did a lot of humanitarian work. He taught Sunday schools and he was the only president ever from Georgia, which is great because there's been like no presidents from Georgia. He was the only one so far, and so it's great because he did a lot of humanitarian work. He taught Sunday schools because he was Catholic and such, I believe. And he also was a diplomat to a lot of other countries, including the USSR, which is basically is Russia plus a bunch of other places before Russia lost those other places. So, yeah, but if you ever hear somebody say USSR or Soviet Union, then that just means bigger Russia, bigger, older Russia. Because that was Russia from like 1900 to 2000. Or 1900 to 1970. Come on, this is taking so long. Also, when you're walking with the knife, hold it like this. And hold it away from you. Because if you drop it, then it'll hit the floor, the counter, whatever you're holding it over. If you hold it close to you, it's probably gonna hit your foot, and you don't want it to hit your foot because ouchie, and medical bills, etc. Because if you live in the Americas, if you live in the USA, you know how horrendous our medical bills are. You really, really don't want to go to the hospital and have to pay those overpriced medical bills. So yeah. Ow! I hit my hand. Oh, family here. Yes? Oh, she does?
Yes.
Oh.
I think she wants you to help with the grocery list. I'm not sure.
Okay, y'all, I gotta, I'll be back in a minute. I have to do some things. Let me turn off the camera.